Hi everyone, it's Rax. I have a video that I hope is going to help a lot of you become a little bit more efficient at Last Epoch. This is the campaign tips and tricks guide. I thought of a couple ways that I could do this, but I thought the best way was just to commentate over one of my speed runs at 2x speed, and in the zones where there really isn't a tip or trick, I'll just skip over it. This particular run takes an hour and 50 minutes, but my PB is an hour 44. This, of course, is a fresh start, no twink gear. It is hardcore with no deaths. It is online, not offline. Offline is much faster because the shrines persist through zones. You can use movement skills in town. So I think a 144 online, deathless into the end game with all idols and passives is really cooking. So I just like to share all my knowledge with you so you can go as fast as possible and maybe even sneak in a practice run before the season starts tomorrow. Remember, the Last Epoch servers are going to go down for 24 hours ahead of time, but you can practice offline. That's the beauty of an offline mode. Another thing I want to say is these tips and tricks have nothing to do with my class. It applies to all classes, all leveling builds. So no matter what you're going to play, hopefully this will help you. And it's pretty much just a knowledge transfer. I'm just going to try to teach you everything I've learned from Tarek and Lizard. Shout out to Tarek and Lizard. Tarek's the world record holder. Lizard's like the goat of Last Epoch. They've taught me a lot of things. I'm going to share a lot of their knowledge that I've learned and practiced with you, and then you're going to dominate. All right, so let's put it on 2 times speed. Let's get this started, and I'm just going to tell you everything that I possibly can. A lot of the tips and tricks will probably be front loaded. I'll be talking a lot in the very beginning, and probably as we get a little bit further, I won't quite say as much. Okay, so let's get this run started here. Activate our filter. The first thing that we want to do in the first zone is kill all the enemies by grouping them together. And we do this by grabbing both phoenixes. So we grab this phoenix and we go to the right side. We get the little gym bobs over there. I call everything in this game a gym bob. Okay, the phoenixes are together. Just AoE them down with whatever you've got. Grab all the loot. Hopefully you get like a juicy 2-hander or something. And we move forward. And the thing that we're looking for in the early game are silver rings. They have an implicit that makes you move faster. We're looking for movement speed boots, any good 2-hander. Anytime you see a shrine in this game, grab it. And here we kill the plants. See the little plant-looking bobs? Kill them and nothing else. Drag them to the NPC, and the NPC will kill everybody for you. Silver ring. That's why a loot filter is important. You see how it colored it red? I knew to pick it up right away. Here, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get level 4 by the time we fight the boss. Usually you get another ability on a bunch of other classes. Again, if this wasn't obvious, I'm giving you the hardcore tips and tricks. And softcore, if you really just don't care, you can just run in a straight line. But even people who play softcore don't like to die. So I'm going to try to give you all the tips here. I'm trying to get to level 4 by grabbing all the monsters along the way. I didn't get enough. It's okay. If you have a lot of health potions here, you can usually just stand here and tank his abilities. Watch me just stand there. Okay, he does an attack, I heal. He does another attack, I heal. He's dead. Okay, we go into town. What we are looking to buy is silver rings. Again, movement speed boots. You can get a ruby amulet, which has a health implicit. I think it goes up to 25, very strong. And then whatever you're doing, you can look for a good 2-hander. I'm doing bow and arrow, so I can look for a quiver. Okay, I buy those boots, I buy that bow, I buy a silver ring, I already have a ruby amulet. You want to be walking through the door here at 420 or lower, 420 blaze it, 408, godly time. In this zone, very commonly, there's a shrine on the right side. I'm looking at my mini-map, it's not there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to try to get to level 5 while moving to the door in the top left. This might be a good opportunity for me to try to skip forward here. And I'm just killing the plants and moving to the top left, no problem. And then when you get level 5, a lot of times you get a very nice skill. Okay, and there it is, level 5. And then I specialize the skill. We're going to go with puncture. I tried to see if there was a command to do it quickly. There wasn't. And now here we go. This is one of the toughest zones in the game. Luckily, I got a shrine. Okay, that's not a good shrine, but I got one. And I don't know, you probably shouldn't do this. You probably shouldn't kite all the enemies to the boss like I did. I have 0 health potions and 60 health in hardcore. It's not exactly a great strategy. But you want to be cautious here. This is not so easy. But just move around him. Don't let the phoenixes hit you and kill him. Now, I am going to go do... I have a rule here that I love to do in hardcore. The fastest world record holders don't do this. But I always go get all of my passives and my idols as early as I can get them, because I want that strength the entire playthrough. A lot of people skip every side quest and then go back and go get it all later. I'm not about that life. I'm here. I can get XP for it. I can get a passive point right now. The time you lose is minimal, so I just go get it right now. So we go to the left and we go do the side quest. Nothing much to say here. Wind around, kill Jim Bob, click the thing, and then we go to the next zone. You have to talk to this guy to get your passive point. You don't have to talk to this guy. So sayonara, my friend. By the way, if you guys have any tips or tricks, leave them down in the comments that I missed. There's a shrine on the right. Grab it. Throws hammers. God tier. Anything that actually throws an ability early on is super, super good. Up here, talk to him, but don't help him. Talk, run. We ain't got no time to help that old man. He's dead. Oh well, not our problem. Here, there's not much to say. There's sometimes a shrine down to the right. We didn't get it. Sometimes there's a shrine up to the right here. We didn't get it, but we got the one in the middle. So I've got Spinny Bob Shrine and I got Stun Chant Shrine. Just run on through the zone. Here, run to the end, lay a portal, and the second you see the guy flying at the back, you can walk through the portal. So watch this. I don't talk to him. I did talk to him, but you don't have to. Look in the back, see the flying guy, then click the portal. If you spawn by the vendor, which I did, check the vendor, silver rings, movement speed boots, a quiver if you need it, whatever you might need. It's all garbage for me. Talk to Jim Bob, and then go to the right. We go to the next zone. In the next zone, there's a treasure chest right in front of you that's kind of hidden. And sometimes there's a shrine on the bottom right. There's the shrine on the bottom right. And there's the chest. Grab the chest, you get free stuff. Okay, we got a chest. Then you kind of cut through the middle and go to the next zone. Kill along the way, kill the elites. Forward we go. Next zone. Now here, there's some guaranteed loot in the bottom right, and the pike is super strong. See how I go down here and grab the pike? I love that pike. It's incredibly strong. So it's always there. It's always the same. So super good idea to go grab that. Otherwise, you just weave your way through the zone. Not much to say. It's the exit's at the top. Now we're fighting Jim Bob. No real hints. Just, you don't have to move too much. If you watch me fight him, I just barely move, and then I just keep attacking. That pike will just murder him. Damages over time in the early game are amazing. You just keep poking him, just dodge his abilities. When he dies, you do not have to go to the right. You do not have to talk to the guy. You don't have to get the waypoint. Just lay a TP, grab his loot, and go back to town. Now here, you want to talk to the NPC first, not the vendor first. First the NPC, both of them, to trigger the teleportation. The teleportation is triggered. It's on a timer. It's going to teleport you. You have a moment to check the vendor, look for some good stuff. It's not that long. Boom, you're ported. Trigger the teleportation first to save some time. No secrets on this one. The exit's in the top middle. Just run through this zone. No secrets here. You don't have to talk to that guy, by the way. A lot of the guys you don't have to talk to. Don't have to... let me go back. That guy at the start of the next zone, don't have to talk to him. I just walk right by him. Again, a side quest that's going to give me something, I do it as I get it. So I'm going to do the side quest. We go bottom right to talk to the Jim Bob. There's a shrine. Pick it up. Okay. Go bottom right, talk to Jim Bob. Then we go up through the middle and to the left to talk to Jim Bob number 2. And then we go along the top and wind again to the left right there. You have to go to the right first, then wind around to talk to this Jim Bob. Now the quest is done. Go all the way to the right and fight the boss. There is a hint on this boss if you're ranged. Watch this. You want to fight the boss from the bottom right corner, from the southeast corner, because that will guarantee that you can't take any damage. So you kill the ads, then the boss spawns top left. Watch what I do. Standing there, I go bottom right, and he attacks Jim Bob. You can't take any damage. It's a free win. Grab his loot, and then we go in town. Okay, loading screens. Okay, grab this, a passive point, grab the idols. Hopefully one of them is good. My loot filter said both of them are garbage, so kind of screwed there. Go to the left, and we're going into this zone right here. I'm going to pause here. There's a hint here. Watch what I'm going to do. Okay, I didn't pause it at the right time. But if you bring up your map full screen, there are 4 possible shrine spawns. It's here, 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 or here. And it's a very, very small zone. It's only like 1 room. Walk the way which brings you to the shrine. So I see the shrine is over here. If the shrine is on the right and you get a good one, anything that does any damage, then after you grab the tome, go left so you get more kills. If the shrine is on the left and you grab the tome, go on the right so you always full clear the room. It's free XP. There's almost always a shrine in this room. It's very rare that there isn't. So anyway, there's a shrine here. Okay, we grab it. Haha. Okay, there's elites. You can kill them. They're the free loot. Okay, give me that loot filter. Thank you. Now, you see how I exit on the other side back to the door? That way I full cleared everything. Shrine's doing all the work. There we go. Okay, so in the next zone, there's shrines everywhere. Look for them. I see this shrine. There we go. We're just going to weave through this zone. Nothing much to say. Go to the right here. Go across the bridge. Da-da-da-da-da. No trick, just run through the zone. We go to the next one. I got a godly shrine. I think I got the holy meters there. This fight is tough. The best thing I can tell you is just with your attacks, try to hit multiple of them at the same time. These guys can absolutely kill you, but no real hints here. Just try to hit as many of them with your projectiles as possible. Be careful here. They can definitely kill you. Whatever, you kill them, we win. Go to the left and grab these gloves. These gloves in the campaign are pretty much close to BIS for tons and tons of leveling builds. So I usually just wear them the entire time and never change them. This zone, not much to say. Just grab the shrines and run to the end. Now, there's a ton of ads. There's a ton of monsters here. Most people just run through it. If you're feeling like a super Giga Chad, just drag them to the boss and attack the boss. I don't know, like tangentially, horizontally. See how I'm attacking him sideways? That way, I'm also hitting the ads while killing him. That's kind of like the Giga Chad strategy. If you're feeling comfortable with your movement from your League of Legends ADC days, you can do that. Okay, the portal spawns. There's nothing to this. Walk in a little U and then walk through the portal. There's nothing to say here. We're going to go left here. Right is faster to the boss, but left gives us a very, very easy passive point. That's why we go left. In this zone, you just kind of go straight up the gut, past the waypoint, until you see the little like flashing indicator up here at the top of the zone. Kill the monsters, kill the enemy, and then run to your right. So I'm fighting the boss. I'm getting my ass kicked. The doorbell rang. The handyman came. I need to skip forward here. Sorry. Apologize. I forgot about this part. The handyman was there. God, how long was I gone? Okay. We kill the guy. We go to the right zone. We go into the next zone. There's nothing here. Kill the ads, kill the boss. There's nothing to say. If you can, drag the boss toward the top right. When the boss spawns, you'll notice me encouraging him to go to the top right because that's where the door is. You can skip his loot if you want. You know, we don't care. Forward we go. We ain't got no time for that. We don't have to talk to that guy. And we just wind our way through this zone. I don't think there's any real hints here. And boss time. Biggest hint on this boss, 100% damage uptime on him. I'm almost never not DPSing him. When he does his beam, I'll show you an easy way to press like the minimum inputs to dodge it. So let's wait for the beam. Here it is. Take 1 step to the right and 1 dash down. That's it. 1 step to the right, 1 dash down. It's always that. Otherwise, dodge his abilities and kill him. Congratulations. Now you have ascended. Now we are a falconer, whatever you're going to be. and we press forward here. Okay, so we turn in this quest and we go in the bottom right. We go into the next zone. There's nothing much to say here other than these mobs slow you. So this is not the zone to sit around and like farm XP in. If they start slowing you, it's going to take you an hour to walk through this zone. So if ever there was a zone to kind of just run through and not really kill everything, it's right here. Okay, next zone. It's loading, it's loading. Okay, not much to say here. Just make your way through. No real big hints. Click all shrines. Believe it's the exact same thing for this zone as well. Void res at this point helps. No tricks here. Run through the whole zone in the top right, and then we go next. What do we have here? Now here, these are 3 of the most dangerous zones here. If ever there was a time to stop and craft, put health on your gear, it's here. This is super dangerous. So we're going to go down here and we're going to fight the Void Pede. I would very strongly advise you to kill the monsters as you move through here. I don't play games in this zone. You should have a healthy dose of fear going in here, unless EHG nerfed it. Look for a shrine. If you get one here, sometimes there's one on the right side here. I didn't get it this time. These elites and this Void Centipede that spawns in the bottom right can absolutely kill you, and there's stuns as well. That's the Void Centipede. I'm very afraid of him. I also have 3 elites on me. It's actually a very bad job by me. I should not walk up to the Void Centipede with 3 elites also alive. That's very stupid. That's a recipe for disaster. Click on the totem, hit T, and go back to town. I'm checking my gear here because I know I'm about to go into 2 of the hardest zones. And then we go next. Another zone, you go to the right and then down and then left in the next zone is the correct path. Right and then down and then left. Don't play games in this zone. If you're not strong, if you're not sure of yourself, kill the monsters. This is one to go very slow in. The damage is just completely outrageous. You can die in 0.1 seconds out of nowhere here to like 30 different things. Again, look around for shrines. But first we go right, and then we go down, and then we go left. I got a shrine over there. That's nice. And then we get on through here, and we're in the last of the 3 very, very tough zones in the early game. First thing we got to do is go to the left and talk to the little machine Bob thing. So we're going to go do that. And then once again here, same advice. Go slow here, kill the monsters, a healthy dose of fear here is a good thing. These guys can mess you up bad. That thing, if the beam hits you, probably won't one-shot you, but it will hit you for most of your health. Not fun at all being here. I'm always afraid. Circle around and kill the 3 Jim Bobs, then go back and talk to the machine, and then hit T to go to town. It indicates to you to go to the left to walk to town. Don't do that. It's much faster to port to town. Unless you like live in Zimbabwe, by the way. Shout out to Zimbabwe. No offense meant, just meant that it's far away. But if you're in Zimbabwe or something, have bad internet, then maybe the load screens aren't worth it. Otherwise, the port to town is the way, and then we're going to the right here. Okay, what zone do we have here? Not much here. Just make your way through it. Not a big deal. We have a boss. Again, minimal movement is needed to move around. His ads hit very hard, by the way. He spawns that ad once in a while. Kill it. It hits real hard. Okay, we got Jim Bob down. We're going next. Pretty soon up here, there are 2 optional side quests. Not optional for us. We're doing them. So we go up here. These 2 zones are also pretty dangerous. Not quite the same level of difficulty as the 3 that we just cleared, but this is another zone to give them some respect here. Anyway, it's not too bad. Just wind your way around here. Nothing really to say. The exit is in the top right. It's a very big zone. Then here I go bottom right, and then I cut across the middle, and we're just trying to always go bottom right here. Again, a bit of danger here. I give these monsters some respect every time. You can die here, for sure. There's 2 treasure chests right here. I misclicked one of them. I hate my life. I went back for it. Okay. Open the tome. And then I go to the map and I right-click where I was, because if you hit T, it does not take you there. That's why I opened the map and I right-click. Here's the thing for the dragon. The dragon, we're absolutely going to do it. This dragon's got to be the easiest boss in the game. I don't think it's possible. It would take an extreme, egregious error to die on this dragon. He does a super his attacks are super telegraphed, and he's very easy. He's in the top right corner here. Okay, he does a big attack. You have plenty of time to dodge it. He does a little beam. You move out of it. I don't think anyone has ever died to this dragon once in the history of Last Epoch. Same strategy here. Press M and right click where you were instead of hitting T, because if you hit T, it won't take you to the right spot. Okay, now we're going to press forward. We're going to run to the next area. It's in the top right. There's no secrets. Just run top right. What do we do here? Here we go bottom right. Now, this boss, it depends on your build, but if you have really good damage on this boss, you can run to the boss and like insta-kill him. He's got very, very low health. You can just insta-delete him on some leveling builds. I got a shrine here that's going to help. If you run to the boss, without exception, there's always a massive amount of monsters that have chased you. So you'll see me, I'm pretty sure after I kill the boss, you'll watch me kill the 10,000 monsters chasing me for some nice XP. Watch the boss fight here. Here we go. He's up and gone, dead. I killed him before the ads even arrived. Kill the ads for some extra XP. Next zone. Here we run straight through, a little bit to the right, and then left. So straight through, straight. There's a lot of shrines around here. Grab them if you see them. Oh, we got a goblin. Got to go kill him. Got to go get the good idols. Okay, another goblin. Okay, I love life. A little bit to the right, and then we go full left here for a boss. You also have to kill all the ads everywhere in this room to open the door. So you just kill everything. At this point, Shadow Daggers is actually just cheating. We just kill everything. They can't have no chance against us anymore. The only way they're going to kill us is by like one-shotting us at this point. And then we zip on forward here. Here, go all the way to the left. You only have to press one of these levers. Now, you're going to see me do something that saves a lot of time. I go left. I only press one lever. And then after I click the lever, I open my map and let me pause here. Let me pause and explain this. But I open my map and I port back to one of the beginning towns because I have a quest to turn in there. So watch what I'm doing here. See how I open my map and I'm porting back to the council chambers. There's two reasons why I do this. The first reason is I have to turn in this quest to get one of my passives or idols. And I have been specifically waiting for exactly this moment to turn it in. The reason why it's right now is you're very far into that zone and you have to somehow go back to the waypoint. But Last Epoch does not let you waypoint to the zone that you're in. So what you need to do is you need to waypoint to some other zone and then waypoint back, which is by far the fastest way to get back. It saves you like at least a full minute. But I'm saving even more time because I'm also taking this opportunity where I have to port to a random location to port in and turn in this passive point. What I see a lot of people do is they port to the zone right next to this, so it's just one click. But it's actually better to go turn this in right now. It's a perfect time because you have to click a random waypoint anyway. So I do all of this is very deliberate. I port after clicking the machine because I can't click the port or the waypoint of the zone that I'm in to turn in this quest. I fiddle around here with my idols because I'm playing hardcore. I take this opportunity to actually make my gear better because I don't want to die. And then I finally port back to where I was. We walk straight ahead and we open the mechanism here. In the next zone, we walk straight ahead and then we weave to the right. There's a ton of monsters here. So if you're feeling a little low on your XP, this would be an opportunity for you to get a lot of XP. I usually at least kill all the rares, but there's a lot of monsters here. if you let them form. So I would recommend getting some kills here. Now, this next boss, not too much to say. Circle around, dodges mechanics. He summons quite a few adds if the fight goes for a while. It is a good idea to kill them unless you can dodge their little void beams all the time. But my damage is so high you can't even summon one. An adios amigo, and on to the next act. We whirl around, we talk to the guy, and we port forward. There might be some opportunities here that I'm not aware of. Maybe somebody watching this can actually comment where you can actually port to the next act more quickly. There is one such trick later that I will show you at the very end. I only learned this today. Maybe there's more of them. Anyway, we walk through the zone and we go bottom left here. There aren't too many tricks here. You just follow the path through this zone. You don't have to fight anything. Here in the next zone, you don't have to fight, I don't know, like the little witch girl, I call her Jim Bob in the middle. You just go straight up and then you go straight left. You don't have to kill anything. So I just up and straight left the whole way across the top. Da 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 da. Boom. Okay. Here we go. Next zone. The next zone, this is a good opportunity if you like to like min max. This is a good opportunity to like craft on your gear to put like if you have a little bit of downtime, this is a good time to like look through your gear because it's kind of like a really slow event that spawns zombies. If you can multitask and DPS while you're looking through your gear, this is a great time to do it. Okay, we killed the zombies. We open the gate. Hooray! You just run to the next zone. It's not a big deal. Okay, now this is this the Risen Lake? Yes. Okay, so the Risen Lake has some kind of specific things to it. So we have the waypoint, grab it, you need it, and then we're going to go do the Corrupted Lake. The main idea here is always go right. So we go through the bridge and then go right every time. Okay, so we go up and then we go right and then we go just right all the time. Up, 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 right, up, 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 right. And then I believe it winds downward. Right, 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 right. Okay, now go down. Down, 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 down. And that's the correct way, and you're at the boss. Dodge the boss's mechanics. There's 2 of them. Now, let me pause this. When you kill this guy and grab the loot, press M, click the Imperial Era, and then just port back to Risen Lake. Imperial Era, Risen Lake. By the way, if you right-click the waypoint, you port instantly. Now, here's the thing about this zone. I bet people always do the wrong thing here. You always go right, so go up and right all the time. But when you're doing that, you're going to run into a big-ass door, and your brain's going to tell you, oh, go through the door. No, don't go through the door. Go left. Okay? That's the trick. I've been debated on this so many times. It doesn't happen to me anymore, but it happened to me too many times that I care to admit before I actually learned what the hell I was doing. So we go up and right whenever we can. Okay, here we go. Up and right. Okay. Now we wind along here. Okay, now look up here on the right. Look at my mini map. See that door? You're going to be tempted. And when you see that door to walk through it, don't do that. Go left. You don't have to do the event on the left side. Okay, we run forward. Okay, and here we go. Next zone. We have a shrine. I don't believe it's in this zone, but in the next zone, there is a very, very powerful elite that I would very strongly recommend that you don't mess with. He's like this blue mage guy. This zone is just run through it. Not a big deal. Kill the monsters. There's lots of elites. It's in this zone. So you're going to reach a blue Jim Bob here. Right about here. See him right there. Praetorian, whatever. Praetorian Jim Bob. Praetor Jim Bob. Don't fight him. We don't want to fight him. He's strong. We just skip him. Okay, next zone. Not much to say. You just run through it. Go to the next zone. Here, not much to say. Just run through it. Just kind of run to the right. These guys can ambush you quite quickly. So I give this zone a little bit of respect. Not the most dangerous zone out there, but this zone demands a little bit of respect. They can easily kill you out of nowhere here. By the way, just as a general rule of thumb now, for all builds, the the armor and the gear that you're getting gets significantly better around this time, so be checking the bases of your armor. In this zone, you go straight up and then straight left. So up, 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 and then straight left to the boss. No real secrets on the boss. Dodge his mechanics. The lightning hurts very bad. Dodge his mechanics. He's dead. I don't even think you have to talk to that guy. It takes 1 millisecond. Okay, let me pause here. I have never died. I don't think any Last Epoch player has died more often than in Chapter 5. When you land on this beach, you stop and you make your gear as good as you can for the love of God. If you don't, you're dead. Almost guaranteed. What you need is as much health as you can get, as much physical res as you can get, and then as much poison res as you can get. Physical and health are the most important, and then you need poison. These guys, all of these zones will just murder you. There's a little debuff that you can get. It looks like a marijuana plant. If you get that on you, you can just kiss your character goodbye, essentially. Now, next patch, they're nerfing the damage. Damages over time, so maybe this zone will be a little bit more tolerable. But it's a believe it if it's a believe it when I see it kind of thing. I'm gonna always have PTSD here. I am terrified of the first zones in Chapter 5. They are the second hardest thing, I think, in the entire game. So you sit here and you craft on every piece of gear until you run out of affix shards or you run out of legendary potential. You put on all the best gear in your inventory. It's right now, or you die. Simple as that. So I sit here for a few minutes and here we go. Not much to say. The exit's in the top right. Be terrified, be very afraid all the time when you're in here. Standing still for even 1 millisecond is not only the death of this character, but the death of the next 5 characters that you will make. They'll just spawn and die at the beginning from the damage that you took in this zone. This might be a zone where it's not a smart idea to do what I'm doing right here. It's kind of a catch-22 because the loot that drops here is so good and you need it, but if you stop moving, you die. I don't think you have to talk to this guy. I talked to him anyway. I think you can actually skip talking to him. But coming up here, this is another zone where you just walk to the end. Just be very afraid. Don't pull an entire zone of monsters on you. If one thing goes wrong, if you get one stun and they ambush you, unless you're a paladin, there's almost no hope of surviving. I have very bad PTSD from these zones. Okay, in the next zone, we're fighting Poison Boy. Once we walk past this guy in the town, you don't have to talk to him. Okay, so here's the thing. First of all, a lot of times there's a shrine that spawns right above me. Grab it. There's 2 things that you do to trivialize Poison Boy. If you do it correctly, it's easy. If you do it incorrectly, you probably die. So the first thing is, leading up to him, kill all enemies. Don't let enemies join the fight. It makes the fight miserable. The second thing is don't move. When you fight him, stand still. You're a statue. If you move, you die. If you don't move, you live. If you're melee, well, you have to move, I guess. Get right up to him and try not to let him move around. He puts poison bombs everywhere. If you step on him, you're going to get cooked when you have really bad gear and you're speedrunning. Another thing is, I believe if you have minions, if they're just wandering around, if they step on a bomb, the bomb hits you. So a lot of times I think people disable their minions here. I think the Falcon is flying. I don't think the Falcon can do it. But so you're going to watch me play very deliberately here. I will not let any of these guys come forward with me. And the poison guy spawns right here. When you see that flat part right here with this little tent, the poison guy is right here. So I take care of the ads, and then I pick my spot on the battlefield. Okay, and look what I'm doing. Look at the poison bombs next to me, all around me. Okay, and I didn't move. I took 0 damage. Okay, that's the trick. Don't move. We go bottom right to complete a quest. It's easy. Just kill all the monsters and talk to the dead body. That's all you got to do. Just move around. I think these guys like resurrect their friends. I don't like that, so just kill them all. Okay, they're dead. Talk to this guy. Passive point. Go straight up the gut. Another boss fight. Again, I find the best strategy now as just to zerg him down. He's dead. We go back to the middle of the map, and then we go to the right here. Next zone. Here, it just depends on how strong you are. If you're a paladin, then you can just walk through these guys. They can't do anything to you. if you're a fragile falconer, I kill the archers. We're going to go over here and we're going to kill Jim Bob. Not too much to say. Then we're going to talk to Jim Bob and wind around. Then we're going to go left here, left. Then grab the shrine. This next boss can be quite challenging. A big challenge of it is these monsters will follow you and join the fight if you let them, and the boss infinitely spawns ads. So it's a very good idea to clear most of this trash before you walk in. But my damage is pretty good. Dead. So my damage just trivializes everything. Okay, we port back. We walk back down. We walk through the door. Now, this is the part where you could stop. This is where the world record speedrunners would go to the end game. We're not doing that. We're going to get full power. It only adds about 30 minutes to the entire run to get to full power. And by the way, by doing that, you will also gain about 10 levels. And 10 levels in the next patch is 100 health. It's 10 health per level, plus the 10 passives, plus the passives and the idle slots that you get from actually doing the quests. Grab the quest and then port back to the beginning of the beach of this act, and we're going to go grab the Sapphire Tablet. Again, some people do this at the very end. Bro, by this point, we're already pretty fast and we have really good damage. So the amount of time you're saving by doing it later is like literally seconds. And for having a passive point, again, or the idle slots and the passive points from doing these early, I think it vastly outweighs the time save. Just wind your way around, kill the boss. By the way, after you grab the tablet, do not port to oracles. Walk through the door. Because we need the temporal sanctum later, and you want to grab the waypoint. Now you port to oracles, you turn in the side quest, you talk to Jim Bob on the top left, right over here, talk to him, gain that passive point, and forward we go. I'm interested do you find this video helpful? Okay, I have to pause. Do you guys find this video helpful? Is this working for you? Is this format good? I mean, I'm already this far. We're going to finish it here. God, it's already 37 minutes long. Let's just keep going. This is the most dangerous zone in the game. This one. Max respect to the monsters here. I just kill them. I don't leave anything alive. I'm terrified. You can die here in like 0.1 seconds. It doesn't matter. Even a paladin could die in this zone, I think. Well, maybe not, but maybe even a paladin could die. If you just run forward the way I've been doing it the whole run in this zone, it's a horrible, horrible mistake. This is the most dangerous. Maximum respect as you weave your way around. Kill them, trust me. I've died here a lot. I hate this zone more than anything. Even with me killing everything, I'm still actually afraid of it from PTSD. We got through it. This zone is nothing. Just run through it. There's no secrets. Let's get to the end here. So here, there's a big skip here. It's a 30-second skip. After you kill this guy, if you press M and then go to the right side, the waypoint is available to instantly go to the next act. If you do it normally, you walk through a door, you walk through a zone, you get a waypoint, you talk to an NPC, you get another loading screen, and then you're in Act 6. You can go there immediately after you kill this guy. So I kind of mess it up here because this is only the first time I've ever done this. Someone taught this to me today. So I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, okay, where do I port? I don't get it. I was like, this doesn't work. I don't get it. Where do I go? It's not there. And then chat said, Rax, you're stupid. I'm like, I am? Help me. They go, okay. So skip forward here. It's in Rustlands, bottom right corner. Imperial era, Rustlands. Okay, I'm like trying to understand here for the chat trying to teach me. After you kill the boss, just open up the map. You go to the Rustlands. I see I can't quite figure it out. We're communicating here. It's like Prometheus and Bob, aliens and the caveman. Chad is the aliens and I'm the caveman. Okay, here? I was like, okay, that's the next act? Yeah, that is unlocked and I haven't done all the side quests. And I click it and I was like, okay, that does work. Anyway, long story short, kill the snake guy, press M, go to the Rustlands, click the waypoint, saves you at least 30 seconds every single time. This zone, not much to say. Go along the bottom, walk to the end. It's not dangerous. A lot of these zones, they can't kill you at this point. Like, you're fine now. Your gear should be really good. You should be really powerful at this point. Monsters aren't that dangerous. This is another super easy zone. Just wind your way through it. Nothing to say here. Just run through, run through. Nothing to say in this zone. It's a very long zone. This is another very long zone. Just run up. I did not know this. Someone told me after the run. Someone said that you can skip this part. It doesn't take long. This part right here, where you kill all these things and talk to this guy, said that it's not needed. So next time I'm just going to run by it. Now we just go down. Nothing to say in this zone. Just go at the speed of light. We just run to the next zone. It's in the bottom right. It's where the exit is. Now, here is where we're going to save a bunch of time. Here's a side quest we don't have to do. We have to go here and talk to the guy, and you could do the side quest where you wind around and go kill the monster. We don't need it. We have to get to the tree boss anyway, and by then we'll have everything. This is the first side quest that gives you something good that you can actually just straight up skip. Okay, so here, not much to say. Just run forward to the next zone. Not a big deal. This one, follow my pathing here exactly. We walk over here and then go up to run into these machines in the optimal order. Then we go over here. Here's the second one. They die real easy. Just keep on trucking here. Not a lot of danger here. This zone's pretty easy. Lots of XP. It's pretty chill. And then finally, we have the exit right here, or the final guy, and then the exit is just down. Easy. Just follow that pathing. Not much to say here. Run to the exit. At the very end of this zone here, through this door, is maybe the highest density of monsters in the entire game. So I like to click on the door and everything will chase me, and you can just get so many kills right here. Look how many monsters there are. I click on the door, and then I kill everything, and then I go through. Okay? It's just free XP. You got to take it. This boss fight, the middle guy spawns first, then the left guy, and then the right guy. So you can get a lot of free damage if you know where they're coming from ahead of time. Okay, absolutely annihilated. Okay, I don't even have any health pots. Okay, annihilated. Boom, he's dead. And we go to the final act. I would say this zone, this one, is the second most dangerous zone. This one. Give the monsters mad respect. Sometimes there's a shrine on the right. We didn't get it. Big respect here. Don't let them ambush you. They can kill you in 0.1 seconds here. So be very, very careful. Nice and easy. Otherwise, you just kind of wind around to the left and go to the end. Nice and easy. Give them a lot of respect. The next zone is very, very fast. In fact, it's so fast that I skipped it. I skipped it entirely. You just walk left to or right to left. Easy. Here we're with Jim Bob. When you get next to Jim Bob, now you can make some final touches on your gear. Cold res is very, very good here. Make sure your fizz res capped. Make sure you have lots of health. As we tidy up everything right here. Okay, talk to him, talk to the other guy. Okay, now we're going to the forest. Now here we want to talk to the main guy, and we also want to pick up the side quest. The side quest has you go to 3 areas and kill animals. Now, I do something here that's a little bit suboptimal, but it's burned into my brain. So the first thing that I do is I go up. And the reason why I go up is so I can grab the waypoint and complete one part of the quest that's that's kind of offsides. So the first thing that I do is I grab the waypoint. You need the waypoint, get it. Then I go up here until you see if you look on my mini map, you see the blinking silver thing. When you see that disappear, port back to the previous zone. So the map was messed up for me because I went to the rust thing. So I click on a quest, port back to where you just were. Okay. And now we're going to go left and continue on the normal way. What this means is now when we kill the Wengari, I can port into the cave and I can just run for it. I don't have to do any side quests. I don't have to I don't have to go through the loading screen. Once the Wengari are dead, then I can just move along my way. So we walk through that zone, not much to say there. And then here we have a couple of objectives. We need to kill the 2 big Wengari fights, which are on the right side of the map. So you see me staying on the right side. And then we have to go kill 1 monster on the left side. So here's the first Wengari fight. Extremely strong monster. Can definitely kill you. Then we go further up and we fight the double Wengari. If you watched my Paladin leveling guide, my Paladin tanked both of these guys, which is insane. But this guy can absolutely not tank it. One avalanche almost insta killed me. Okay, that's the way that it goes. Extremely strong. Give me that. Okay, and then we need to go back down on the left side right here to kill, again, when the blinking silver thing disappears, you can port all the way to the top right where we were in that cave. And now we can exit. So we go right and then left, and then right, and then right. And that's the correct way. When you get into the next zone, kill this guy right here. That's the final piece of the puzzle, that little Pumbaa right there. Those little tigers right there are pretty strong, by the way. Don't let the tigers bite you. Then we go to the next zone. Here, we go to the right to wind around. There is an icicle boss that you do not have to fight. I just run right by him. So when you see me getting up here to the icicle boss right here, I just run right by him. Okay? Easy. Here we go fully on the right side to get to the end of the zone. And then the final zone, same thing. You go full to the right side and just wind your way up. In the next zone, you have the tree boss. He's very dangerous. The little avalanche can definitely kill you. Give him some respect. Give him some respect. See how I'm staying away from him. Okay. Settle down, buddy. And that's the end of the run. You grab this, you grab that, you go back to town and you turn in the quests, and then you hit M and tab to make sure it's 15 of 15 passives and 8 of 8 idle slots. You can see the timer stopped. Boom, 151. So that's a campaign run, 151, no deaths. And I try to tell you in every single zone exactly what I'm thinking and why I do it. That run that you saw me just do was, for me, a very safe run. I was farming much more XP than in my 144, for example. And I was simulating a real hardcore season league start because you don't want to die on your first character. You want to actually get through it. So you got to play it a little bit more safe in some areas. But according to Lizard, who is the Michael Jordan of Last Epoch, is over 10,000 hours in the game. He says, if you start on hardcore and you get all idols and passives done and go into the end game in under 2 hours, you're absolutely cooking. So there's a 151. I bet some of you might even be able to beat that time. So, yeah, I hope this helps you. Just some tips and tricks. I'd be curious to know, did this help you? Did you learn anything doing or watching this video? If you did, maybe I can make one for POE1, for POE2, for Diablo 4, if Diablo 4 ever becomes difficult. But I'm decent at POE1. I have a 347, acts 1 through 10, fresh start. That needs to be better, though, before I make a guide. And then POE2, I've been starting to speed run it a little bit. I speed ran it on the old patch where it was much harder, and I have a 53-minute Act 1. But I actually think I'll be able to get it like probably in 40 minutes or less for Act 1, fresh start. So if that interests you, if you want to learn like some more tips and tricks on how to actually rip through this content a lot faster, I'd be happy to make it for you. Let me know what you thought of the format, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.